Hey there everybody, Dustin Freund here, and it's an exciting day. This is the day I've been waiting for about 5 years now, and it is in my hands, the final copy of the Ghosts Betwixt. As you know, we received a production copy several months ago, and that was kind of just the first attempt at printing this and assembling it, and most of it was right, some of it not so right. So since then we have corrected everything. Our manufacturer has printed all of the materials in this game, so they're all printed, they're all sitting in the warehouse waiting to all be assembled. So where we're at right now is I'm going to check out this box, make sure the box is assembled correctly, and everything should be printed correctly, and make sure all the cards are in order, and just make sure all the literature is correct. So I thought it'd be fun to go through this copy real quick together and look at the final copy of the Ghosts Betwixt and what's within it. I am running a separate camera as opposed to last time, so you should be able to see a little bit closer detail of everything in this box. So this is the first time I've looked in here, so let's take a peek. Okay, so we have at the top of the box, we have our quick play guide. And this one was just fine from the last print. So everything looks good there. So that is good to see. We have our rules reference. I believe everything was okay with the rules reference in the last copy as well. So as you know by now, the quick play guide is intended to help you get the game to the table as quickly as possible. So most of the rules you need to get started are right here, and it doesn't take long at all to read through this. It's only really about 10 pages worth of content, and rather big text, as you can see. So you should be able to get through this and the Ghosts Betwixt onto your table pretty quick. The rules reference is, of course, for more detailed information that you'll need as you go through the campaign. It does have a index at the end in alphabetical order, so if there's a keyword or something you're looking for, you can look it up in here. I think we caught about all of the cases, all the keywords, all the components that you might need to look something up. So that's all in the index here, and then you can find it on its respective page. So that all looks great. Excited about that. The mission guide here is one thing that did need to change from the last version, and it was the binding. This binding is actually the same, but as they promised, the margins wouldn't be affected. So you can now see, no matter what page you're on, nothing bleeds into the crease there. So this looks perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yep. All right, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's super colorful. It's really good quality, easy to read, and this really is where most of the game lies. This is where most of the work went into, is the mission guide, because this is how you go through the entire game. So that's pretty cool. All right, so literature is in good shape. I'm really excited about that. Here's all of our punch boards. These look cool. Well, let's go and open these. Why not? All right, in the last version of the game, the punch boards were great, and I expect these to be very similar. Let's see these. I'll get these on camera here. And trash will just go down here on the floor. Okay, so these look super colorful, high quality. I love the use of darks and the blacks. And again, some of the map tiles are a little heavy, so they do come out pretty easily, which is just fine. I'd rather have that than the ones that are kind of tough to get out, and then you can have a little paper ripping and tearing and stuff. So I as you can see, these punch boards and all the characters, all the monsters, all the tokens, they look really nice. I'll just show them off here to the camera. Again, they're popping out. And again, the map tiles are double-sided, as you know. So you get a lot of map tiles. There's a lot of places to explore in the Ghosts Betwixt. I cannot wait for you guys to see, you know, you see these environments, but what are they for, you know? Then the story connects all these environments and the places you explore, and you will find out why you're going through these houses, why you're going through a storage area or garage, a dressing room, costume closet sort of area for the haunted house. So yeah, all these punch boards look perfect as I had hoped. Here are our dashboards. These are a little bit thicker than the last versions. Nice and glossy. These are good quality. Awesome, very happy about that. Here's our sticker sheet for the bases. You know, you put the stickers on the bases just like that, so you know if you're fighting guard dog 1, you'll put the 1 on the base, and then you'll select that base, and there's your guard dog that you're going to be fighting. So this is perfect. You have your colored stands for the family members, and then there's this mysterious purple one. So we will see what that's all about. You'll see what that's all about midway through the mission. All right, we have our cards. Probably not going to open all these. We've looked through these before, but this is your starting deck. You have your starting equipment here. You have your starting items here, and then you have some. Let's see. You have a locked deck. Yeah, I'm not sure these are arranged quite right. One of these decks is supposed to have some of the locked gear that you will find, you'll unlock as you go through the game, and it is supposed to be a separate stack. So as you can see, this is one of those pieces of gear that are locked, as you can see here with that little green label. And then on the other side we have the talents. The talents are all supposed to be together, so I'm not sure what happened there. I'll look at that, but here's the great thing. Our manufacturer has not wrapped everything. So when I say they haven't assembled everything, that's exactly what I mean. All the materials are printed, but they haven't all been wrapped and prepared. So this, from what I understand, this is an easy change that we can make. So that's so far super minor. We'll talk to the manufacturer about that. And again, it's just making sure that these decks are separated. All the talents, as you see here, all the talents should be in one deck, and then all of the locked equipment cards should be in a separate deck. And there's actually a little card that says, don't open until end of chapter 1. So no problem at all. I'm not too worried about that, but that is something that we'll have to talk about for the version that you all receive in the mail here in a matter of weeks at this point. You know about the beautiful dice. I absolutely love these things. I'm so excited we chose the 12-inch dice. Or, not 12-inch, those would be a little big. 12 millimeter. I have Too Many Bones dice right here, if you'll bear with me, so you can see his comparison. Yes, we did use the same manufacturer for dice as Chip Theory Games used for Too Many Bones, and here's a little comparison in size. So you can see our dice, if it'll focus, our dice are ever so slightly, come on, there we go. I think you can see that. Our dice are just a little bit smaller, and that is because you're going to be chucking a handful of dice at a time. Too Many Bones so far, I've been playing through that. You're not rolling a ton of dice at the same time. In the Ghosts Betwixt, you kind of are. You might be rolling, 6 or 7 at a time, so I want them to be just a little bit smaller, but they feel exactly the same. The colors pop just like the dice in Too Many Bones, so these look really, really nice. All right, and then, yeah, so you know all the beautiful colors of these dice, and there they are. So there should be 20 in there. That looks about right. So very happy about that. Get your D6s and your D8. And then there is some secrets under this. So check that out. This is something new from the last version we checked out together. Reveal after completing mission 3. So in the mission guide after mission 3, it's going to tell you to uncover this. And what is underneath, we will find out. Maybe it has something to do with that purple base that I teased earlier. So that's really cool. So far so good, right? So this is the base box. Now there are a few other things that came in the mail, which I want to show you. First of all, I'm not sure what happened here. This is a good thing, but they did send me another mission guide that's spiral binded. This is really nice. I'm not sure it's any better than the other one. It is. It's pretty impressive. It feels really good. Now, full disclosure here, they did tell me that the spiral binding is going to be a lot more than the perfect binding, I think they call it. So I don't know if they sent me the spiral binding just to show me and maybe try to upsell me a little bit. So we'll find out. I'll get a quote for this and see if it's worth it. The spiral is nice, but it's really not all that necessary. So we'll see, but I want you to know that I did get this, and we'll explore this to see if it makes financial sense to produce a spiral-bound mission guide, because it is pretty cool. Okay, and then lastly, we have some of our deluxe components I wanted to share with you real quick. We got some bubble wrap. See if I can get in here without taking too much more of your all's time. Okay, so this is for the deluxe edition for those backers. Got some pretty cool stuff in here. More plastic to get through. All right, here we are. First of all, we got this cool, the Ghosts Betwixt target token bag. So this is where you're going to put all the family members' target tokens. So instead of having a little pool of tokens to draw from to see which monsters attack which family members, you can draw them from this pretty nice, handy little bag. And then we have our little pins in here for the dials, for the hit point and focus point dials. So obviously you attach the dials to the back of these using these, and then you can keep track of your hit points and your focus points with these dials instead of tokens, if you would prefer to do that. Now, I do think we're going to need more than 4, so I'll have to talk to them about that. No problem at all. Then we have our journals. So this is how you keep track of all of your characters' stats and upgrades. These turned out really nice. I like that a lot. And no problem, if you don't have the deluxe edition, it is not a problem at all. You can, there's a couple different ways you can get the journals, the family member journals. You can print them off from the rules reference, and we also have them downloadable on BoardGameGeek.com. So you'll be all good if you don't have the deluxe edition. It's not a problem. And then the deluxe edition also has some monster alternatives. So if you do want to throw out some different Bennett lackeys, some different restless bones, guard dogs, jackoons, and mombats, you can do that with these alternative monsters. So that is about everything. I don't know. It's a dream come true. It really is. And I think you just heard me breathe a sigh of relief, because like I said, they printed everything. And we did our due diligence to make sure all the design files were perfect, and luckily it looks like everything got transferred over accurately. You saw the very, very minor hiccups. The only 2 things I've noticed so far is we just need to rearrange a few of the cards. Not a problem. And then for little pins for the dials, not going to be enough. So other than that, we're in good shape for the Ghosts Betwixt. So guys, it's really close for you to receive this game. Really, like I said, all that's left is for them to just assemble the game, all the copies. Here in just maybe a couple hours, I'm going to reach out to our rep at our manufacturer and give her the thumbs up, just with the few notes to make sure they change a few things when they assemble the box. I'm not sure how long that assembly process is going to take, but we will find out. I'll update you on in a Kickstarter update, and then on our official Ghosts Betwixt community on Facebook. If you haven't joined it, please do. That's where most of the updates are going to come from, and the most up-to-date information is where we post on that community. So please join that if you haven't already. And then once we do all get our games and we're playing through it together, if you have any questions, any thoughts, or cool character builds or cool combos, or want to talk about the game in any way, please do join that group. That's where most of the conversation is gonna happen. So again, I hope you're excited. The process of assembling the box, from what I understand, shouldn't take too long. And then from there, it should be on its way to the port, and then begin shipping to your houses all around the world. So it's, like I said, it's a dream come true. It's a relief that this game is printed and here, and this is it. This is the final copy. Everything looks great. There's nothing holding us back now. So it's on. Really excited, and again, thank you guys for your support as always. So let me know if you have any questions, any additional thoughts, and in the meantime, I look forward to talking to you soon, and hope you guys are excited. Take care. Thanks a lot for watching.